Port Royal, Jamaica. This name conjures up images of swashbuckling pirates, overflowing treasures, and a city consumed by the sea. Located at the mouth of Kingston Harbour, Port Royal was once a bustling port city. It was a key player in the Caribbean's lucrative trade routes. Today it stands as a reminder of the power of nature and the fleeting nature of human endeavours. The story of Port Royal is a captivating blend of history, legend and tragedy. It's a story of ambition, greed and the constant dance between prosperity and disaster. From its humble beginnings to its dramatic demise, the tale of Port Royal is a microcosm of the tumultuous history of the Caribbean itself. Before the pirates and the legendary debauchery, Port Royal had a more modest existence. The Spanish, who first arrived in Jamaica in the late 15th century, recognized the strategic importance of the island's southeastern coast. They established a small settlement in the area that would become Port Royal. This early incarnation of the city served primarily as a fishing village and a base for their exploration of the New World. However, the Spanish never fully developed Port Royal. They focused their efforts on other parts of their vast empire. This neglect would prove significant when a new power set its sights on Jamaica in the mid-17th century, the British. In 1655, a British expedition led by Sir William Penn and Robert Venables captured Jamaica from the Spanish. This marked a turning point in the history of Port Royal. The British, eager to solidify their control over the island and capitalize on its strategic location, quickly recognized Port Royal's potential as a naval base and trading hub. Under British rule, Port Royal underwent a rapid transformation. Fortifications were erected to protect the harbour from rival powers. Docks were expanded to accommodate a growing number of merchant vessels. The city attracted a diverse population, all drawn by the promise of wealth and opportunity that flowed through its bustling port. Section 4. A haven for buccaneers and privateers. The mid-17th century marked the golden age of piracy in the Caribbean. Port Royal, with its strategic location and lax enforcement of laws, became a haven for these seafaring rogues. Privateers operating with letters of marque from the British Crown preyed on Spanish ships and settlements. Their plunder flowed into Port Royal, fueling the city's rapid growth and earning it the moniker, the wickedest city on earth. Perhaps the most notorious figure associated with Port Royal's pirate era is Henry Morgan. A Welsh privateer who later became Lieutenant Governor of Jamaica, Morgan's daring raids on Spanish cities like Portobello and Panama City brought him both wealth and notoriety. His exploits, often brutal and ruthless, cemented Port Royal's reputation as a place where fortunes could be made and laws could be broken with impunity. Section 5. The earth trembles, a city crumbles. On June 7, 1692, disaster struck Port Royal. A devastating earthquake, estimated to have been at least 7.5 on the Richter scale, ripped through the city. The shaking lasted only a few minutes, but its impact was catastrophic. Buildings collapsed, fires erupted, and much of the city, built on a sand spit, liquefied and slid into the sea. The earthquake was followed by a tsunami that further engulfed the devastated city. An estimated 2,000 people, roughly a third of Port Royal's population, perished in the disaster. The city, once a symbol of wealth and vice, lay in ruins, a stark reminder of the power of nature to reshape human destiny in an instant. Section 6. A legacy in ruins. The 1692 earthquake marked a turning point in the history of Port Royal. While efforts were made to rebuild the city, it never regained its former glory. The British shifted their focus to Kingston, located across the harbour, which eventually became Jamaica's capital. Port Royal, once the wickedest city on earth, faded into relative obscurity. Today, Port Royal is a shadow of its former self, yet the city's ruins and its submerged remnants offer a unique glimpse into the past. Archaeological excavations continue to unearth artifacts that shed light on the city's vibrant history. Tourists and history enthusiasts alike visit Port Royal to explore its preserved fortifications, wander through its small museum, and learn about its legendary past. The city, once swallowed by the sea, has resurfaced as a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of human ambition and the enduring power of nature.